Your house is not an asset. An asset is something that generates money for you. Owning a house is one of the biggest religions in these countries, is that everybody wants to own their own house. And they look at renting and they think that's a waste of money. And they also want to own their house. It's also something that gives you a social status. But in reality, if you look at a house is not a good investment. And why is it not a good investment? First of all, because a house is a value trap. You buy the house, but all the money is stuck in the house. And the only way you can get the money out of the house is that you sell it. But yeah, the reality is you need to live somewhere else. So you buy another house and the money goes into that. So effectively, you're not able to get the money out of your house. And more importantly, if you own a house, you also need to pay for maintenances. You need to do the remodeling. You probably want to upgrade your house once in a while. And all that costs money. So what effectively happens, you buy the house, your house appreciates over time. And then you think, okay, I built some equity in my house. But what you tend to do is then you're going to use cash and you do a remodeling, you do a new kitchen, new bathroom, and that costs money. And effectively what you do is you use your cash to put more equity in the house. And the value of your bathroom or your kitchen, that goes down in value over time. So you don't really get a return on that. So you use cash, but your house value over time remains the same. You get a bit of appreciation, and if you look over time, the appreciation of a house is about 2 to 3%. In recent years, it has been much higher. So people tend to focus more on recent experiences. So they've seen that their house have gone up in value 10, 20% in a year. And they think, okay, my house has been a good investment. Yeah, maybe in that year, but they also then use that money that they have to upgrade their house, and then the money is gone again. When you buy a house or when you rent a house, you need to make let's say a rational decision. And in reality, if you do the comparison between renting and buying, the differences are fairly small. The only interesting thing about, let's say, owning a house is that you save structurally every month, because part of your mortgage is just saving for a house. That means at the end of your mortgage period, you will, let's say, own the house. But if you rent a house, you don't need to pay for maintenances, but you also don't need to upgrade your house. And that saves a lot of money. So effectively, you can also use that money and invest that. And that can also create quite some wealth over time. So both are not that different. So in reality, the choice between owning a house and renting a house is a lifestyle choice. For instance, you want to live in a big city. The reality is it's very difficult to buy a house there. So renting is maybe a better solution for you. But maybe you want to own a house because that gives you ownership of the property, and maybe you like working on your house yourself, and maybe that's a better fit for your lifestyle. So how do we use this principle? First of all, house remodelings, that's one of the biggest cash drains in a household. If you have a discussion with your spouse and with your family, you will notice it's all about houses. Okay, what did you do in the garden? What did you do in the kitchen? What did you do in the bathroom? What are your plans? Do you want to change anything? This is a big conversation in at least the family that I have. It's always about houses and how to, what are you changing? What are you buying? But you need to make sure that that's not, let's say, the thing that costs you a lot of money. So you need to make choices in that. What are you going to do and what aren't you going to do? Because your house and buying a kitchen is not a good investment. So you need to build wealth in other ways as well. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. And click on the bell to get a notification when I upload a new video. If you want to ask a question, do so via the comment section, and I will answer as soon as possible. Thank you and see you next time.